YouTube? Devin Midrow here, coming at you live once again, and had lots of things to say, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say now because I forgot a little bit. I think one thing for sure is housekeeping. Yeah, housekeeping. Specifically, it's gonna be. I keep getting these emails like, "Hey, your iCloud storage is full," and I really just gotta upload more videos because I probably got about 60 something videos now, but I've only uploaded like 40 of them. So right there. Boom, perfect. You know, granted, we don't have jewelry. We really don't have anything exceptionally expensive that people can come in and steal anyway. So, at least steal easily, right? Maybe, you know, computer or something like that. But even that is like, it's not the most expensive computer, you know. But yeah, it would suck if that happened. I mean, it's probably a bad example, but you get the point, right? If you had somebody like a family member come over, right, or a friend or somebody come over, and they had to go in and had to find something in your room, in the closet, wherever they had to go find something, in the kitchen, and you know, you had some labels on it, right? I don't know how far I would go. You know, if I start labeling stuff in the kitchen, yeah, I don't know if that's gonna fly. We'll see. I'm gonna push past that comfort zone and see how far I can take it. I'm probably gonna get very much carried away and have to get reined in. But that's kind of the goal right there is get to an organizational point where if somebody came over and they had to find something, they could find that something and find it very quickly, as long as they could read, assuming they could read, right? So yeah, that's kind of the overarching objective, and looking forward to it. I'm actually quite excited about this venture because I am really tired of having to dig through stuff and kind of go, oh well, it should be here, maybe here. Okay, here it is. We found it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes. Each time we do that, it could take a few minutes to sometimes 10, 15, 20 minutes, and maybe even you don't find it, and then you're really frustrated, right? And that's the worst, because I don't know about you. I'll close out with this. This might be an interesting way to close it, but when I've set to find something, like I know we got it, or I'm very confident we got it, and I go to look for it,